when somebody asks me how much does a piece of custom jewelry cost, it depends. I'm Bruce Trick. I'm a custom jeweler, and I'm here to answer any questions you might have about custom jewelry or just jewelry in general. I think one of the most common questions that I get asked is, how much does custom jewelry cost? It's a very difficult answer because everything's different. Being custom, each piece is different from each person. One piece is made for one person. Being able to price something can be very difficult. Let's get into a few examples. Wider rings, a wider band, larger size. Of course, it's going to use more gold. So prices of gold right now are, skyrocketing, but that also drives the price up. So the carat of gold can be a huge factor on pricing. In North America, we have 10 carat, 14 carat, 18 carat. Gold in itself is yellow, it's gold color, right? But the carat tells you how much pure gold is actually in the piece. For example, an 18 karat gold piece has 75% pure gold. And it's very easy to do the math. You just do the 18 divided by 24 because we know the 24 is pure gold, right? Which gives us 75%. So what are the other 25% of the materials that go into this making of this piece? Are alloys. Those alloys change the color of the gold, the ductility, the hardness, all things like that. So the higher the carat, the more pure gold that goes into making the piece. In this case, we'll use a ring for an example. A thinner band or engagement ring shouldn't be very heavy, right? Maybe 3 to 4 grams if it's made well. If you're buying a ring from a store that hollows it out and it's mass produced, it's going to be a lot lighter. So you really have to watch on quality of pieces. How thick are they? How wide are they? Next, we have gemstones. So depending on the gemstone, most often we deal with diamonds. That lab diamonds have become a thing. They're very popular. I do a lot of lab diamond sales and I love them. They're great. Why? Because it's still a diamond. You can still make a beautiful piece. You can actually make a more beautiful piece because you can afford a much larger, better quality diamond being a lab diamond. And I get to make more pieces like that for people that really love them in the end. So what else goes into the cost of making a piece? It's the average labor. If you're going to buy a piece of jewelry from a department store, it's mass produced. They have the single file, they print hundreds of them, they cast them all together, clip them off and put them through the process. Making something custom, however, requires a lot more dedication. It's a one-off piece. You have so many factors that you're dealing with, including communication with the client. That's my number one, actually, because being custom is made for the one person that I'm making it for. It's not made for anybody else. So when I communicate with my clients, I like to know things like what they do for a living, what their hobbies are, how well do they wear the jewelry? Do they take it off when they're cleaning or doing chores? And it doesn't matter what their answers are, because I like to design the jewelry based on the person's lifestyle. Let's recap. We have the materials, which are the golds, the carats of the golds or platinum. We have the gemstones. They go into factoring a price. We have the design. The design can cost more, especially if you have multiple colors of gold or there's a lot more work that has to be done. For example, let's say you have a wedding band and it has 3 different colored leaves going all the way around it. We have to cast every single one of those leaves, finish every single one of them, hand polish them, finish your ring, solder each one into place until it's perfect. So it takes a lot more labor to do something like that than, say, a band that is just a simple wedding band, or maybe it has the leaves but it's all one color. That can all be cast as one piece, most likely. So the design actually has quite a bit to do with it as well. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question of how much does a custom piece cost. With each piece being as unique as the person who asked for it, we really can't just spit out a number and tell you how much something is going to cost. But I'll leave you with this. I did a little experiment once. I remade a ring that I saw online from a mass-produced jeweler, redid the design, copied the size of the diamond, checked my pricing versus their pricing, and doing it custom. Not only that, but I was also better quality because I didn't hollow things out either. Doing custom was only a few $100s more. So let's put it that way. And you don't just get the ring. With custom jewelry, you get the process. With me, you work one-on-one with the designer, and we really hone in on what it is that you want so that in the end, it's perfect for you. All right, I hope that's helped. Thank you. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Hit that like button and follow and subscribe. Thank you.